John Sobocinski is with us, the Lake Lehman track and field coach. And John, a successful year for your young ladies here that are moving on to states. Let's talk about how the season went.
Well, it was a good season. We ended up in a tie for the league, our conference title with Berwick. Actually, we tied them, believe it or not, a 75-75 meet. Really good meet. Featured two of the best throwers with the Berwick girl and our girl, and nice matchup with some distance runners and jumpers and hurdlers. So that was our first goal, was to try to get that league title, and then from there go to districts and hopefully come home with as many medals as possible.
Emily Johns, what a special young lady she has been. I remember you telling me about her when she was in like 8th grade to go, wait till you see this girl.
Yes.
And now here she is, a senior. As we all say, the years go by quickly, but what a tremendous career.
Yes, I say talent meets work ethic. That's Emily. She has worked so hard at what she does, bounced back really well from injury, and was quite emotional up at districts when she threw that 150, because she hadn't PR'd in a while, and since her sophomore year, and this kind of was her breakthrough to realize that she was back where she wanted to be.
John, the runners this year, let's talk about the girls that are headed to states for you.
Yes, 4 young ladies, 4x8 relay. We won AAA districts last year, and we were up against some teams like Abington Heights, and our strategy was kind of similar this year. We knew that Western Wayne and Elk Lake were out there, and we were the top seed, which is sometimes not such a good thing, but we were able to break out and get a lead early, and our 3rd and 4th leg we're able to just bring the baton home, and we haven't peaked yet. Last year I think we peaked earlier than states, and I think this year we have a lot more to give, and I think we're going to be in the medals this year.
Of course, every great program has not just one coach. Usually they have a few that are in the mix that help you. And talk about your staff there at Lake Lehman.
Oh, fantastic. This year, Marina Orson, who was a state medalist for me when she was in high school, cross country and track and field, and she's possibly the best distance runner in the area. We have her on our staff, and we have some volunteer assistants that have worked with the sprints and jumps that have kind of freed up and allowed me to work with hurdles and float around a little more, and really you're only as good as your staff. And I mean, we're really fortunate to have Lauren Pacheski. She was a jumper in high school, actually held the school record until right around 2010 when Nikki Snyder broke it. So adding her to the staff, she has a daughter that's on the team, Abby, was a real good pickup. And then Floyd McCroy, a sprints guy, has been working with our sprinters and jumpers, and really has allowed us to do some great things this year.
Future bright there at Lake Lehman with some young student athletes that you hope coming up through?
Oh yeah. We have a nice core. The junior high boys actually won the league. They went undefeated, and there's a real solid core of distance runners coming up. And the girls, I think, lost one meet only, so we're looking at putting some things together in the next few years, absolutely.
Well, Coach, always great to see you, catch up with you. Congratulations on headed to the state championships at Shippensburg University.
Okay, thank you very much, John.
Haley Kabisky is with us from Lake Lehman. Haley, welcome to the Takeaway Kitchen here at Arcaro and Genell. And your senior year, what a way to cap it off, head into the state championships. Talk about that feeling that is coming up for us this weekend.
Yes, I'm very, very excited. I'm excited for our whole team, the 4 of us going, also Emily going. It's great. So that's our 2nd year going to states, hoping that we can go forward and do something there this year, get a medal, and see how far we can go with it.
That year under your belt, now you get another year, and of course you're going to have some younger student athletes with you. Talk about that first experience and what you think you gain out of that to go another time.
I think we definitely gained that we have to sleep more the night before we run, because we did not sleep a lot the night before. So we definitely gained learning the campus itself, learning where to go, what foods to eat, the atmosphere, which is great. So We definitely learned different stuff like that.
You're a busy young lady, 3 sports at Lake Lehman. Talk about the love you have of athletics.
I do love it. It's great. The people there are great. The coaches are always great. I love all 3 of the sports that I do there. I'm definitely going to miss them in some aspects, and then other aspects not so much. But it's always great to have a family all year round.
And take us through the fall and the winter sports that you do, either some friends or some coaches that you've met along the way.
I do volleyball as my first sport, which I absolutely love. I started that my freshman year. We went to playoffs this past year, which we haven't done since I was a freshman. So I played varsity for the past 2 years, and that's when we got our newer coach, Taryn. So we had that. We had her as our coach for junior year and senior year, and it's such a great time. She just had a kid, so it was always great seeing her there. We had a really good season.
Now you're ready for another path coming up shortly, and it's not going to be too far from home.
Yeah, I'm great. I'm excited about it. I'm going to Misericordia for physical therapy, so that's a 6.5-year program, and then I'm running track there also. So I'm very excited for that.
What a great program they have, and I'm just in awe as to all the people, boys and girls, that are going to be physical therapists. Just there must be tremendous openings, but Misericordia does such a great job with that program. And then, of course, the track and field program's icing on the top, because that's pretty good too.
Yeah, it's a really big job field too. Like, there's a lot of things you can do with that job field, being able to go into different options. So like, you can never really get bored per se, like once you get a job. And the track and field team, I'm really excited to join, and I'm excited to see to be able to work with the different coaches there, and to see the new family and new friends I get there.
Talk about being able to handle the academics, your family, all that stuff that you have, and how fortunate you are to have people that support you.
Oh, definitely. I wouldn't be able to do it without them.
Well, congratulations, and best of luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Emily Johns is with us from the Lake Lehman Black Knights track and field team. And Emily, boy, what a career you have had. Just joking with your coach, going back to like 8th grade. He said, "I'll wait till you see this girl. She's unbelievable." Probably seems like forever ago in some ways, but boy, the varsity sports life goes by pretty quickly. What's it been like for you?
It's been recently, as my senior year, I've really been thinking back a lot to like the 7th grade and 8th grade years of my throwing career, and just seeing how formative those years were. And I'm very excited to like continue my throwing and track and field career for the next 4 years as well.
Well, not many people could ever say they're going to attend Harvard, and you happen to be one of those that could say that. Talk about how Harvard came up at all the different schools you were looking at.
Yeah, so I was mainly focusing on my education, and then track is like an extra thing added onto that. So I was looking at all the Ivy League schools, and I got calls from them all over the summer. And then I slowly narrowed it down, and then I eventually narrowed it down to Dartmouth, Princeton, and Harvard, and then I eventually picked Harvard.
Talk a little bit about the whole experience and why it was Harvard. What you really liked. Was it the campus, the coaches, the combination of everything there?
So Harvard was one of my 3 official visits, and when I was on campus, I really jived well with the team, the people there, the programs for my major were great, the track program was great, and the coach is someone I'm very excited to work with as well.
Talk about the academic part for you, something that comes natural, easy for you, or you're working your tail off at making sure that those grades are where Harvard wants them or where you want them, I'm sure.
It's definitely a lot of hard work, but it's something that I want to do, and I really enjoy learning in general, so it's not something that really always feels like work. So I do enjoy that, and I am happy to be in a place where that's valued.
Let's go to the athletic part, and boy, the throwing field has been tremendous for you. Talk a little bit about each event that you do.
So I throw javelin kind of at the district level just to try to get some points. I ended up finishing 5th this year at districts, which got me a medal, so I was happy with that. And then I threw discus this year, and I was not able to compete last year due to a foot injury. So it was actually 2 years since I PR'd. I vested myself, and I was able to do that on the second throw of discus with a 150-foot 2-inch throw. And that topped my all-time. It broke the district record in AA. I used to hold the stadium record, so it broke that as well. And it broke the school record, which is also my record. So it was a very good day overall.
and let's head over to the shot put.
I threw shot put later that night. I won first, and it wasn't like a PR or like a best throw, but it was good enough to qualify me for states and allow me to win that gold medal.
Talk about the whole throwing atmosphere, I guess you could say, as a track and field member. What's that like, learning it and then kind of honing your skills over the years and getting better at it, because you've competed all over the place?
Yeah, it's definitely a highly technical aspect of the sport, and it requires a lot of repetition in doing the right things in your repetitions, and there's a lot of detail to it, which makes it enjoyable as well, because it's a lot of small pieces that all have to come together, and when it does come together, that's definitely the best feeling.
Well, we wish you well at the State Track and Field Championships this weekend. I'm sure you're excited about it. And then, of course, in your future endeavors, would sound like an incredible opportunity. So the best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Jade Frey is with us from the Lake Lehman Track and Field team. And Jade, you having some fun this year with track and field?
Oh yeah, always having fun with track.
Let's talk about this group of young ladies that you're running with this year.
I love all of them. Like last year we became a team, and this year we have the same team back because we were young last year. And I think our team has a lot of chemistry, and we all work really well together, and we push each other in practice to do our best.
A lot of good competition out there. Talk about what districts was like, the nerves, the atmosphere, and getting through that.
Just like last year, we came into this with an open mind, not really looking at the seeds. Of course, we were seeded first, but we knew that Western Wayne and Elk Lake were like right behind us. So we're like, all right, we got to push through this. So we went out with an open mind and said, all right, as long as we get a lead, we should be able to pull through, and then that's what we did.
Take us through the legs of the team this year. Who's first, second, third, and fourth?
So Jase is first, and she got us a pretty decent lead, and then she handed off to Liv, and then she got us even a bigger lead, and then I'm third, and I got it, and we had a big lead, and I was like, all right, we got this. So then I just ran, and I built on the lead, and then Haley got it, and she just finished it off. It was good.
Great to hear that the camaraderie is good. What are things that you work at with Coach, and obviously you have a coaching staff that cares and has some experience with some long distance as well.
Mr. Sobe and Marina Orson are really good coaches, and they always push us in practice, and the workouts are hard but not too hard, and they always give us like rest days, but like make sure that we're working hard and meeting our times and just pushing us so we get the best we can be.
You're a busy young lady, cross country in the fall, track and field in the spring. That's a lot of running. Talk about the little things that people may not see with runners, whether it's an ankle, a knee, a foot, your body may ache a little bit, your lungs, there's little things at different times of the year.
In cross especially, because we're doing like distance running, you might have like shin splints or like even foot problems. I know this season I had major hip problems and I was out for like a month, but came back. And then for track, it's shin splints again, but a little bit less or so because it's track, and like the track is softer than like roads.
Well, it's state championships this weekend. You have to put it all together. Coach thinks there's a lot of upside to this team, that you could go even faster. What do you see?
Well, when we get to states, we're ranked 15th, I think, now. So we're going to push ourselves with the other teams, and we'll actually have like good competition for once. Not that the other teams weren't bad, but like just push ourselves even more, so then we'll be able to get in through to finals and then hopefully medal at states.
Well, it should be interesting to see, that's for sure. It's your junior year. We wish you the best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
Jase Carnac is with us from Lake Lehman, and Jase, great accomplishment with this 4x8 team. Talk a little bit about your team and being able to reach some goals this year.
I'm really proud of them. We all work really hard together. We're just doing like amazing things, and I'm just really happy to be a part of it.
Coach says there's still more to go. How much faster do you think you could go? And what he thinks and what you think might be two different things. And I'm sure he's got really lofty goals.
He does, but I trust him, and I think he's pushing us in the right direction.
Talk about your leg of the race and what you try to do, whether you're starting or getting a lead or getting a bigger lead.
Yeah, I'm the starter, so I just try and get the girls the best lead as I can and just get them as far ahead as possible.
How much pressure do you feel to be the starter? Because that's always the tough part.
It's a lot of pressure, but I really like it. I think that's what I do best at, and it's really fun.
You also do cross country. So what's the difference between cross country season and the kind of shape you're in, and then track and field season?
Cross country, we run obviously a lot more miles and mileage in the summer, and in track we do more like sprint work and like faster, shorter workouts.
As far as being a student athlete at Lake Lehman, your experience of getting the job done in the classroom and then being able to handle athletics, how do you handle that?
It's hard, but we have study hall and there's lots of extra time to do homework, and our teachers don't give us like a lot of homework, so it's not that bad.
Talk a little bit about your family and being there for you to support you in whatever you do.
My family's really great. It's just me, my mom, and my dad, and they come to every track meet and they always support me.
All right, well, it's great to see you. We appreciate your time here at the Takeaway Kitchen at Arcaro and Genell. Olivia Basie is with us from Lake Lehman. And Olivia, let's talk about the track and field season for you. Did you stay healthy all year long?
I've stayed pretty healthy all year long. Early in the season I kind of had a little bit of problems with iron deficiency, but I've been taking supplements for that, so that's a problem that's really common with a lot of runners, so we've got that fixed by now.
You also do a couple other sports. You're a busy young lady, 3-sport athlete, so cross country in the fall. What was that season like? Let's first talk about that.
We had a pretty good season as a team overall. We went mostly undefeated as a team, and I met a lot of the goals that I had set earlier in the season for myself.
And you gave swimming a shot. What was that like, and what were the events you competed in?
Swimming was very interesting. It's a lot different than running. It was very hard for a runner to transition into that kind of sport, but I did pretty good overall. Our team did pretty good this year, better than we had done in the past. And it really helped with breathing now that track season has started.
I'm sure you got used to a lot of pressure between, starting in cross country, starts in swimming, and now starts in a big track meet. So talk about being able to get through some of those nerves as an athlete.
You really just got to focus on the task that's ahead of you and kind of try to push the nerves to the side or let it fuel your race further.
How about the academic part for you? Talk about being in the classroom and maybe a subject or two that you really enjoy.
Well, classwork has come pretty easy to me. I really enjoy science and mathematics, so that's what I'm going to try to focus on later in my education career.
Well, we wish you well at Shippensburg University at the state championships. Congratulations on a district championship, and we wish you the very best.